Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. If you like this episode, please remember to hit the like button and leave a comment or two, then subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications of whenever we release new videos. Also, please remember to share them to your social media. Welcome back to Scary Bear Attacks. In today's episode, we head to the rugged Carpathian Mountains of Romania. This range varies in elevation from above 900 feet at the foothills to over 8,300 feet at the peak of its highest mountain, Moldoveanu Peak. With a broad array of topography, including rolling hills, high ridges, deep gorges, and alpine zones, the Carpathians host diverse ecosystems. In the 1970s, the Romanian government developed a scenic highway through the mountain range and named the route the Transfăgărașan Road. It winds its way through 62 miles of breathtaking views, one after the other, leading to bucolic locations like Bălea Lake and Capra Waterfall. Visitors are fully immersed in the majesty and untouched wilderness of the Romanian Carpathians. The forests here include evergreens like fir and spruce trees, with deciduous trees like beech trees increasing the speciation. Along bodies of water, berry plants like blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, and lingonberries grow, providing delicious and nutritious fruits to forest visitors. Beautiful flowers like edelweiss and bellflowers in the meadows decorate the land and lend their aroma to the breeze. Now, if you've viewed our episodes before, you will know that the setting is as important as the story's outcome. A location as beautiful as the Carpathians draws tourists from around the world. The range is known for its striking beauty and rich biodiversity, making it a prime destination for wildlife enthusiasts and nature lovers. Visitors can glimpse red deer in the meadows and chamois on the cliffs, but special attention should be paid to the predators here. Brown bears, one of the most iconic inhabitants of this region, have seen their populations rise steadily thanks to conservation efforts. However, with this resurgence has come an increase in dangerous bear-human encounters. Romania, home to Europe's largest population of brown bears, has seen growing tension between people and bears, particularly in areas where bears are drawn to human activity in search of food. In mid-April of 2024, 72-year-old Moira Gallacher and her friend Charmain Widdowson were living out their planned vacation to the Carpathians. They were visiting from Scotland and prepared for the weather. Moira wore a double layer of clothing beneath a thick Marks & Spencer jacket for added warmth. They were traveling the scenic highway near the Vidraru Dam when they managed to spot a sow brown bear with 2 yearling cubs. Stopping their car near the bears, the women rolled down Charmain's window to snap a few close-up photos of the bruin bunch, and the sow charmingly posed for the photos, then retreated a few yards away. Thinking the photo opportunity was over, the women drove further down the road, before deciding they didn't like the photos they'd taken, and turned back to see if they could get better pics. Now approaching from the opposite direction, the sow and cubs were on Moira's side of the car, and still very near where they were initially spotted by the women. A mature brown bear sow from this area can weigh between 440 pounds and 700 pounds, with power well beyond their size, and speed to match. Pulling to within a few yards of the sow and her cubs, Moira and Charmain decided to roll down the window to get a great photo of the bear, but the sow had run out of patience at this point. Likely expecting a scrap of food for her presence, the sow slowly stepped toward the vehicle occupied by the women. Moira carefully positioned herself, with her arm on the edge of her window so that she could get herself and the bear in the same photo. That is when things took an unpredictable turn, as they often do when it comes to bears. After approaching the vehicle, the sow quickly lunged toward Moira, latching onto her arm with its long, sharp claws. Moira's protective jacket was shredded by the bear's teeth and claws as it tried to pull her from the vehicle before attempting to pull itself inside with the women. Screaming in terror, the only thing they could do was yell and hope the bear would release Moira's arm before tearing it from her body. In a short but frenzied attack, the sow left deep gashes on Moira's arm before retreating. In the scramble, Moira lost her phone, but that was the least of her worries at the time. She felt her blood trickling from the wounds inflicted by the bear, and the women hurriedly drove away, knowing they would need to get Moira medical attention immediately. After arriving at a nearby hospital, Moira was treated for lacerations and trauma to her arm. It was fortunate that her jacket was as large as it was, as it seemed to have borne the brunt of the bear's jaws. Her injuries were considered non-life-threatening, but the lessons learned were difficult nonetheless. After a 2-day observation of her injuries to watch for infection, Moira was released to heal at home. Following her attack, Moira indicated that she was a very lucky woman, as her injuries could have been, and likely should have been, worse than they were. Her run-in with the sow and cubs was added to the growing tally of bear conflicts in the Carpathians. With each incident reported, increased pressure is placed on local lawmakers to extend bear hunting season and harvest quotas to balance populations with human safety. Brown bears are typically shy creatures, but like most wildlife, they are opportunistic when food is scarce or even available. In the case of Moira's attack, the mother bear may have been drawn to the scent of food in the area or was simply defending her cubs. Speaking of cubs, our Cub Tier membership on Patreon, linked below, will give you ad-free early access to our episodes, and the $3 per month goes a long way in helping me continue to produce educational and entertaining content like this. The situation escalated quickly because Moira's attempt to take a selfie distracted her from the risks of being so close to wild animals. Bears, particularly mothers with cubs, are known to become aggressive when they feel threatened. As tourism increases in regions like the Carpathians, so do bear encounters. Studies have shown that a significant number of bear attacks involve female bears protecting their young. In Moira's case, the bear likely acted out of a protective instinct. Moira's bear encounter brings attention to a growing issue, the danger of selfies with wildlife. In recent years, selfies have become a surprisingly common cause of injury or death in wilderness areas. A study from the University of New South Wales found that since 2008 there have been nearly 400 selfie-related deaths, many involving dangerous encounters with animals. Moira's experience serves as a reminder that no photo is worth risking your life for. Moira Gallacher's close call serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved in attempting to get too close to wildlife. After reviewing the facts surrounding this episode, I'm left with a few questions for you. As bear populations grow, what balance must be struck between conservation and human safety? Would bear spray or a firearm have prevented the attack on Moira? Do you think there's a disconnect between people who visit wilderness areas and the dangers the animals represent there? I will gladly read and reply to your thoughts, so post them in the comments section below, and let's talk about it.
Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. If you've enjoyed this episode, please consider clicking on the like button and clicking on the bell icon. We'll help you know when we post our new episodes. Posting our video links to your social media profiles furthers awareness, and it's fun. We slashed our prices in our merch store, linked below, so check out the bargains there while you shop. As a member of our human community, remember to adventure bravely and be careful out there, especially in bear country.